just under 12 hours. Just under 12 hours left of the transfer window. Will Arsenal sign anybody? Now, I've been watching Sky Sports News this morning. There's been a few little here we goes that have come in. Matthias Tell to Arsenal is one that's not going to happen apparently now. James Ward-Prowse has gone back to West Ham after his loan spell at Nottingham Forest. I don't think he really played a lot of games there for Nottingham Forest, but he's gone back there he's gone back from his loan spell back to West Ham under a new manager, Graham Potter. You know, Graham Potter is dead ball specialist, so hopefully, you know, he'll get some games there under James. He get some games there under Potter there at West Ham, and you know he'll try and revitalise his career, his England career. You know he did have a few caps in the past when he was at Southampton. Dead ball specialist though. I like James Ward-Prowse. He can take a free kick, that boy. One that was confirmed this morning as well was Marcus Rashford has completed a loan deal with an option to buy to Aston Villa. This is very interesting. Aston Villa was also interested in João Felix from Chelsea, but it looks like he might be going to AC Milan. So that one's being looked at. But Marco Asensio from PSG, winger, used to play for Real Madrid as well. I think he's around 29 or 30. But Villa are looking at him. But do you know why this interests me? Because they've already got Marcus Rashford on loan. They've already, and if they get Asensio as well, I mean that's two forward players, and we know John Duran's gone out to Saudi middle Al Nessa. Is it Al Nessa? We know he's gone out there, and we also know that Arsenal did put in a bid for Ollie Watkins. Now this looks to me like Ollie Watkins. You know, if they sign Asensio as well as Rashford, Aston Villa, it looks like that might open the door for Ollie Watkins to come to Arsenal. I'd love to know what you lot out there in YouTube land, what you think about that. I know a lot of you are probably at work still, or I ain't at work. So I just wanted to do a quick little video on what's happening so far in the transfer window. It's getting interesting. It's spicing up already. I mean, I'm going to do a show later on tonight, the last 2 hours from 9 p.m. But, I mean, will all the deals be done before then? Will there be anything to talk about at 9 o'clock? The most interesting one is definitely Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa. That is definitely the most interesting one for me. And let me just find my glasses, because I've put them somewhere. There they are. Yeah, I'm just, as things are coming in, there's a lot of news coming in, like slowly but surely. As I said, James Ward-Prowse returns to West Ham. If you're at work and you're not watching Sky Sports or whatever, just like to give you a little update as it comes in. I'll stay on the phone like this for a little while, and I'll give you little updates as they come in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what's it saying there. Brighton signed striker Stefanos Timizas from Nuremberg for an initial fee of 20 million on a deal to 2030. So that's a 5-year contract. Well, you know, people are making moves. They say it's hard to sign players in January, but there are players making moves. Arsenal are unlikely to follow up their interest in Bayern Munich forward Matthias Tell. Yeah, well, I'm happy about that because Matthias Tell is a young boy, he's a winger. We don't want a youth project. If you're going to sign a player like that, then sign him in the summer, man. Sign him in the summer, innit? We need players that can change the team there for us to push on after that emphatic victory yesterday. I'm still wearing the shirt. Look, I put the shirt back on this morning because I'm wearing it with pride. I'm wearing it with pride today, man. And we humbled the humbler. We humbled the humbler last night. I'm over the moon. Aston Villa will cover 75% of Rashford's wages. Could go up to 90% depending on performances. Manchester United move for Bayern Munich's Matthias Tell is increasingly unlikely to happen as well. Dorgu arrives at Man United on contract until 2030 with option of a further year. Man United are interested in signing Aston Villa's Leon Bailey and a deal would be separate from a potential deal involving Rashford. But I've heard Rashford's deal done. Rashford is, and here we go. I've seen it, here we go. As I said just now, they're close to agreeing a deal with PSG on Marco Asensio as well, Aston Villa. So that could be good for Arsenal, because we could, if they get them two deals done, we could. Crystal Palace agreed to sign Ben Chilwell on loan from the rest of the season from Chelsea. Wow. Chelsea midfielder Carney Chukwuemeka. I don't know. I can't read that name. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund on loan. Christopher Nkunku set to stay at Chelsea despite interest from Bayern Munich and Manchester United. Flamengo midfielder Carlos Alcaraz has medical at Everton ahead of a loan move for the rest of the season with option to buy. Let's have a look here. Arsenal midfielder Jorginho close to reaching a contract agreement with Brazilian side Flamengo. So we know Jorginho is going to be leaving in the summer. Brighton striker Evan Ferguson passes medical at West Ham. So he's going on loan to the end of the season at West Ham. That's good news for them. They need a striker desperately. See, they're making a move, West Ham. I mean, I'm not saying Arsenal should have gone for it. We can't loan players anyway, because we've already got Neto and Sterling on loan. You can only loan 2 players from domestic countries, from your domestic league. We could loan players from abroad, though. Celtic reject bid from West Ham. I've never heard of Daniel Cummings, but he's a Celtic player. Tottenham have ended their interest in Chelsea centre-back Axel Diazy, with Aston Villa remaining in talks over a loan deal. Wow. Miss Melina, how you doing in the chat? Don't swear, my grandmother is watching. Did I swear? Sorry about that. That's the news that's coming in so far. I think I've read most of them out at the minute. But what do you think about... Miss Melina's an Arsenal fan in the chat. Don't forget to stick a like on the video if you're watching this. What do you think about the news about Rashford joining Villa, and also maybe Marco Asensio joining Villa on loan as well? Could that mean Ollie Watkins could come to us? Phil Mitchell. Oi, hello, mate. Fancy a pint down the pub? Yeah. Been a long day, innit? Let's have a natter. What's going on? Phil Mitchell. All right. Where you want to go, Phil? The Queen Vic? I haven't watched EastEnders for about 10 years, mate. I don't watch it no more. Is he still in it? I think he is, because I know the missus likes to watch it. Ant Lambert. GGMU. What's GGMU? I don't know what that means, sir. I'm looking down at my glasses like this so I can see what's going on as the breaking news comes in as well. So, you know, and I've got to do that so I can read the comments. Brighton signed striker Stefanos Timizas from Nuremberg. Have I read that already? I think I have. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Yeah, they're shit at the minute, mate. Absolute dog shit. I think they've lost at Old Trafford more times than they ever have in a season already, haven't they? I think they have anyway. Especially in recent years that I can remember, and that's for sure. Burnley signed Marcus Edwards on loan from Sporting with obligation to buy for $8 million. Yeah, that's something. My grandmother is with me. I ain't swearing. So these are the trolls, are they? Trolls in the chat again. That's all right. Don't worry about that. Keep watching, man. Keep watching the trolls. Helps me. Here's one for Anthony Herbert. Bristol Rovers signed defender Seal Swinkles on loan from Aston Villa. Bradford signed centre-back Ramoni Critchlow on a permanent deal. I'm not going to bother reading out the lower league ones. Let's get some Premier League deals done so I can read it. Man City hopeful of concluding deal for Porto midfielder Nico Gonzalez. I said the S word. What, shit? I can say shit if I want, bro. I don't think that Matthias Tell from PSG is going to go anywhere this window. Right, we've got the geezer standing in the Emirates Stadium there. Gary Cotterill. I can't hear what he's saying. Which players will team up at Newcastle? Who? What? Who? Which players will team up at Newcastle? What on Wednesday you're talking about? What are you saying? Stop. He's telling me to stop swearing. Sorry, mate. What you're telling me? What team would I would pick, or what team Arteta would pick to play Newcastle at St James's Park? League Cup game, I assume you're talking about. PA. Anything else coming through? That'd be a signing for Villa though if they get Asensio as well, man. Yeah, look, got a feeling Rice is going to run the game. Absolutely, man. Wasn't he good last night? Yesterday afternoon, he was brilliant. Miles Lewis-Skelly was my man in the match though. But yeah, he was brilliant last night, Declan Rice, man. I've done a reaction to it. I don't know if you've seen that, but I did do a reaction to it straight after the game, like a live reaction as well. But okay, I'll give you my. It's going to be a similar team to what I would have picked to play Man City. So I like the 4-2-3-1 formation, PA. I don't like the 4-3-3, but it worked last night, to be fair. But I do prefer the 4-2-3-1 formation with David Raya in goal, Timber right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Miles Lewis-Skelly must play at left back. What's a performance from that young kid doing a Haaland celebration as well. I didn't get on that last night. I said, what's he sitting on the floor doing that like a Buddha? But then I've come to realise it was actually Erling Haaland's celebration that he copied. What confidence. He knows who he is now because of the game back in September when Haaland told Arteta to stay humble. He also said, I don't know, who's he? Like talking about Miles Lewis-Skelly. He knows who he is now, doesn't he? Anyway, he starts for me at left back. Partey and Rice in the two, double pivot. Across the midfield, I want Wanyeri out on the right. I want Trossard in the 10, Martinelli on the Martinelli on the left, and Havertz up front because I think he's going to get a bit of confidence from that goal he scored yesterday against Man City. I know he keeps fluffing his lines. He's not a deadly predator finisher like we need. Like an Ollie Watkins in this side now would absolutely finish us off, I think, this season. We'd have the best chance ever of going on and challenging Liverpool to win this title. I swear, I think we need that Ollie Watkins deal to go through. I think because he's Premier League ready. I don't think we're going to spend like 80 million to get a Gyökeres. I don't think it cost us 80 million either for Ollie Watkins. They're saying they want 8. We're going with a 60 million offer. People think that it was a 60 million offer that Arsenal offered the first time round, but it wasn't. It was closer to 40, 45, I've heard anyway. So, going with the 60 million offer, Villa will be tempted to sell, especially if they sign Marco Asensio along with Marcus Rashford that we know signed on loan. Rashford, I've seen the pictures of him signing the loan contract. So that's a done deal. That's an here we go. That's brilliant news for Aston Villa and Marco Asensio as well. After losing John Duran to Al Nissa out in Saudi Arabia, 5-1. Sure, we need a striker, bro. I know we played well, but that's one game. That's what. Listen, see the goal that Havertz missed. The shot. Havertz missed the shot, didn't he, in the first half to put us 2-0 up. He's missed a lot of chances. If we have an Ollie Watkins in the team, we score them chances. He's missed a lot of chances as well because he's not an instinctive finisher. He's not an instinctive number 9 striker. He's missed a lot of chances like from 3 yards out. I've seen personally 4 this season that he's missed from 3 yards out with his head, foot, goalmouth scramble. He's hit him straight at the keeper. I know everyone says we're getting goals from all over the pitch, but we need that final piece to the puzzle, bro. We need that final piece to the puzzle. And I think Ollie Watkins could be the man. I think Ollie Watkins could be the man. I'm absolutely sure we need Watkins. Absolutely sure we need, if not Watkins, another striker. And you need someone who's got the instinct. Kai Havertz is not a natural instinctual predator, number 9 striker, centre forward. He's not. He's not that guy. Hopefully he gets some confidence from that goal he scored last night. But see when he did score, I think he scored the 4th goal last night. See when Arsenal are winning like that, and it's easier. It's no pressure, and he scores them goals. But if we're 2-1 down, he don't score it. He said it best. Mark Goldbridge on That's Football he's on YouTube as well. He said it best. I thought, you know what, he's fucking right, mate. He's right, because if Arsenal need that goal, if we're drawing, or if we're losing and we need it to draw, or need it, or if we're drawing we need it to win the game. Don't always score them goals, man. Don't always score a goal. Important, needed goal. That goal is full. It wasn't really needed. It wasn't really needed. That goal to go 2-0 up was needed. We needed to go 2-0 up to settle our nerves a little bit. Didn't score it. The 4th goal last night, we didn't need it. We was winning 3-1. We didn't need it, and he easily scores it. It's all about pressure. It's all about mindset. It's all about confidence. And, that's why we need a deadly finisher. Instinctive. There's some breaking news. Vinicius Junior would. Oh, mate, we're never going to get Vinicius Junior, mate. There's some breaking news. It's just come up, and let's have a look what it is. Let's have a look. I can't hear nothing because obviously I've got to have the volume down. Why is it not going across the screen? There's probably shit. It's probably a load of old shit. They've said breaking news. They said breaking news. Arsenal won't probably sign anyone. They've said that earlier. Well, that ain't really breaking news, is it? So let's have a look. Let's have a look. I will. It's gone to the EFL now. It's going to the English Football League, like the lower leagues. So there's nothing coming up at the minute. I think I've read out most of the shit that's happening. That's happened so far. Any questions in the chat? Want to ask any questions? Stick them in the chat. Don't forget, guys, if you're new, stick a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. Don't cost you nothing. It's free. And click the bell so you get notified of the content when it comes out or when I go live. I'm going live tonight for the last couple of hours of the transfer window as well. So that'd be interesting to see what happens during the day. Anthony Lambert, are you gay? No, sir. Are you? What, you fancy me or something, Anthony? No, mate. Why are you asking questions like that? What's that all about? Some idiots on there, isn't there? Eh? Some absolute donuts on these, and they're sitting in their bedroom thinking they can upset people. But I don't get upset easily, bro. Don't get upset easily. What's happening at Chelsea? Something's happening at Chelsea, or is it going to the guy that's there at Stamford Bridge? Oh, you gay. What an idiot, man. Why ask personal questions like that? It's stupid, isn't it? Stupid. No, you remind me of a gay lad in my town. You're supporting a bad team. Really? All right, mate. Say what you like, bro. You think you can get under my skin? Don't work. Don't work. Ant Lambert. In your town. So you live in a town. So you're out in the countryside somewhere. Can you see that? The rest of the chat, can you see this? Can you see what he's saying to me? Brentford boss Thomas Frank says there will be no deadline activity at the club, ingoing or outgoing. Crystal Palace boss Oliver Glasner confirms club will look to bring in at least one more signing. Interesting. Brighton are in talks with Sunderland for Tommy Watson and remain hopeful of a deal despite having one bid rejected. Ant Lambert sounds like a rugby fanboy. It just sounds like an absolute pilcher to me, PA. It sounds like a fucking melt. want to start being stupid, saying stupid things in the chat, man. Say what you like anyway. You ain't, say what you like. What do you think I'm going to do? Go and fucking do something to myself. Do myself something. Fucking idiot. Would you buy Delap? Not for me, man. AFC always is everywhere in the chat, scoring 5 goals against Man City. You know we ain't signing a striker. Club isn't built to win, all about making money. Yeah. But did you see the news, AFC? Did you see the news that Rashford has signed on loan from Man United? He's signed Aston Villa. And Aston Villa are also looking at Marco Asensio from PSG, the ex Real Madrid player. He used to play at Real Madrid. He's at PSG now. I mean, a good player, winger. And Aston Villa are in talks, trying to finalise talks to sign him as well as Rashford. So, I mean, does that open the door for an Ollie Watkins to come to us? Ant Lambert, the troll in the chat, is saying, hopefully. Hopefully what, bro? Hopefully what? What are you saying, man? What are you saying there? You don't, Tottenham will. What did that? Yeah, thank God we didn't sign Rashford. You know what? Every one of us, weren't we, AFC? Like the normal guys in my chat, the normal people, the people that are sane and don't troll. We were saying about that's going to be a deadline day signing for us last minute to appease the fans. Yeah, we was all panicking about that, but none of us wanted it. None of us wanted Rashford. Who knows? Under Unai Emery, he could hit the ground running, and he could smash it. We don't know for sure. Has it been all these managers that have took over since Ferguson at Old Trafford? Are they all wrong? I don't think they are. I think the players. I think the players fell off the cliff, innit? He's not the same player as he was. Things got to his head a little bit. I think he got an MBE. Did he get an MBE? Because he's done something to do with the kids at school, didn't he? Like the school dinners, or it was something like that, if I remember rightly, a couple of years, maybe 3 years ago. And James Weir's reporting at Stamford Bridge. What's he reporting? Nothing's coming up. But Aston Villa have to pay 75% of Rashford's wages. How much is he on? If he's on, what is he on? Say he's on 300 grand. I think he's on big wages, I think he's on 300 grand a week. So what's 75% of that? I don't know. 50% is 150. So they're paying 2.25. They're paying 2.25. £225,000 a week they're probably paying for him. So it's coming up again. Marco Asensio, that'd be a good signing for them as well. Sorry about that. The owners have let us down by not doing nothing in this window. If they don't continue, if we go out, we strike out of this window. Man City are looking at another midfielder as well. AFC always. I don't know if you've seen that. If it comes up again, I forgot the geezer's name. He's from Porto though. They're looking at signing another Man City. Man City are signing players. They've signed Mamouche, didn't they? They've signed a couple of defenders. They've signed 3 players, to my knowledge, already. And they're in big fucking trouble with these 115s. 115 charges. And they're still signing players. And now they're looking at a Porto midfielder. I mean, I've never heard of him. I did say his name earlier. If it comes up, I'll say it again. But how are they signing players? Have you heard Jorginho is reaching a pre-contract agreement with Flamengo? So in the summer, he's going back to Brazil, AFC. West Ham have got Evan Ferguson. I think I've said that already. They're looking at a Lorient forward as well. I think the name's gone there. Nottingham Forest and West Ham have agreed to terminate James Ward-Prowse's loan deal. Arsenal done deals. There ain't none yet, mate. There ain't none yet, but I'm hoping that we can, because of the news coming out of Aston Villa, that they've obviously loaned Marcus Rashford from Man United, and they're looking at another player from PSG, a forward. I think he's a winger. I'm sure he might be able to play through the middle as well. Marco Asensio, ex Real Madrid, now he's at PSG. They're looking to loan him as well. So it could mean that Ollie Watkins, the door could be open. I know he walked off, he sort of struggled off the field the other day. It looked like he had a little slight niggle in his groin. He was holding his groin as he come off the pitch. He was subbed off. But apparently it's not serious, so that's a good thing as well. So the medical shouldn't be any problem. But I think we need to start moving, mate. We need to start moving quick. Because if we leave it too long, you know, well, we're going to get the deals done in time. Because they've got to have medicals as well, haven't they, these players? Who have Palace side? Have I mentioned anyone Palace? Have they signed? Because Oliver Glasner's saying they're looking for one more player. Nothing's happening yet, Tukey William. Nothing's happening yet, sir. Or miss. I can't tell by your name if you're a sir or a miss. Sevilla striker Kelechi Iheanacho passes medical or head of move to Middlesbrough. He played in the Premier League. Was he at Leicester? I think he was at Leicester. Kelechi Iheanacho. Was he at Leicester? Somebody in the chat let me know. I'm sure he was there. He was definitely in the Premier League. Was it Everton? I think he played in blue. I can't remember. Blackburn aiming to complete deal for Braga defender Yuri Ribeiro. Never heard of him. I've not heard of this striker Stefanos Timizas either. From Nuremberg, Brighton are signing on a 20 million deal. Middlesbrough signed Samuel Ealing Jr. on loan from Aston Villa. So Villa are loaning out players as well as loaning in players, it looks like. Let's just bear with me and we'll have a look and see what else comes in. Nothing in the chat. There's not much going on at the moment. You'd think it'd be really busy. You'd think no, what's that come through? Nothing coming through on Twitter either. Who likes the transfer window? Does anybody actually like the transfer window? Because it fills me with fucking dread sometimes, man. Fills me with dread because you know you're expecting us to get a deal done, to get something, and the disappointment it just kicks you in the balls, doesn't it? AFC always is everywhere. Man City will get a fine, maybe a transfer ban. That's why I think they're making the signings now. In case they do get a transfer ban, what in the summer? Do you think they're only going to get a transfer ban and a fine? If they get found guilty, AFC, mate. If Nottingham Forest and Everton can get a points deduction last season, surely for like nowhere near the amount of charges or the cans. I think it works out. I heard someone say that it's not gospel though. There's actually 4 charges. But over the 4 charges, it's 115 counts of them charges. That's how it was broken down. That's why I can't remember who it was that said that, but I think it might have even been. No, I'm not going to say the name in case I got it wrong. But that's what I've heard. But if Forest and Everton, like 5 or 6 charges each or whatever they had, and they was compliant from the start. Man City haven't been compliant from the start of it either. How are they going to get away without a points deduction? Because if that happens, it's criminal. It's criminal, mate. Palace have rejected a bid from Tottenham. Yeah, I saw that. I think I read that out earlier, mate. They have, but they're going to go back in for him. There's another defender they're going for as well, Tottenham. Man United are interested in Aston Villa's Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey going to Man United. Wow. because they've got rid of Rashford. So I was up. Oh yeah, but was that piece? No, it can't be a swap deal. It's got to be a separate deal because I think the Rashford deal's done. It must be a separate deal. PA's laughing. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Hopefully we'll get a few more people in the chat in the next few minutes. Let's get this chat going. Let's get it buzzing, man. Let's get this chat buzzing. I might have come on a little bit too early. I might do another one later on, a little bit later on in the afternoon before the main one tonight. AFC Always doing a podcast tonight, 9 p.m. Have you seen the notification? With Anthony, Scott Kirk might be coming on as well. We're going to do like the last 2 hours of the transfer window. Man, you wanting a Villa player? Yeah, look, Leon Bailey. They're looking. But he's not a starter even for Villa. Why are they looking at him? He's on the bench most of the time. I think he come off the bench for Ollie Watkins yesterday. Well, not yesterday. You know, was it yesterday when Villa played? I can't remember if it was yesterday or Saturday. But no, it was. It must have been. It must have been yesterday because I knew that was going to happen. I knew my phone would start ringing. Was it yesterday? Was it? Was it the early kickoff? No, Tottenham was the early kickoff, wasn't it? Tottenham was the early kickoff because they beat Brentford. Oh, it might have been. Was it at the same time? I can't fucking remember. My brain's shot to bits, bro. My brain's shot to proper bits. He's a 3-week player at best. Yeah. Yeah, he's a 3-week player at best. That's right. That's right. He's not great. I know. I thought he was good when they first signed him, but I don't think he's progressed in any way, shape, or form. No, when they got Duran in as well, it was hard for him to get in the team. Ollie Watkins, you know. We've got another player. Who was the other player that they had? There's another winger, Aston Villa. I can't think who he is. Anyway. I can't think who he is, man. I'm hoping there's going to be some more signings quick time because I don't want this to be like a boring little stream. Do you know what I mean? I want this to be a good one. I'm hoping for some breaking news while I'm live because that would be great. Breaking news while I'm live, like Arsenal sign Gyökeres. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be great while I'm doing this live. Arsenal to sign Gyökeres. That would be brilliant. Sorry, I'm having a quick smoke. I don't want you to see me on camera. It's a bit rude, isn't it? But I'm gonna keep bending over, bending out the way of the camera while I'm doing it. Yeah. So, any questions in the chat? Listen, what do you think? Do you think we're going to sign anyone? Arsenal fans, I need you in the chat to talk to me. Talk to me. Who do you think we're going to sign? Do you think we get Watkins? Do you think we'll make a bid? Do you think we get no one? I know AFC always thinks we're going to get no one. I know he does. I'm not confident. I did like what I was hearing about after the Rashford deal. I did like what I was hearing about Villa looking to loan Marco Asensio as well. They was interested in João Felix from Chelsea. That was all the news yesterday. But it looks like he might be going on loan to AC Milan now. So that deal's off the table. But they don't want to sell him. They just want to loan him. They don't even want to put any obligation or option to buy. They just want to loan him out for the rest of the season. I can't see what they see in that João Felix. He can't get into the Chelsea's first team. He can't get in front of Nicholas Jackson. And Nicholas Jackson ain't great. He ain't great. I don't know why I'd offload him. I know they paid a few quid for him. They had him on loan, didn't they? Because Arsenal tried to loan him a couple of years ago. Along with, we tried to loan him and we tried to buy Mudryk. And Chelsea scuppered both them deals a couple of years ago. No one. Don't need to do 200 mil. No one. Don't need to. Do 200 mil in the summer. So who would you buy in the summer, PA? Who would you buy in the summer, bro? Would you go for Isaac? Isaac's 150 million. Apparently that Newcastle want for him this month, they said. But he's not for sale. He's an unrealistic target. If Newcastle don't make the Champions League, then it would be absolutely a realistic target. But I don't think they'd sell him if they make the Champions League again next season. And we've got them on Wednesday in the League Cup. DXR, what's happening, me old mate? Lee, good morning. Good morning to you. It's nearly the afternoon, nearly midday. I was just doing a little update. I've been doing on a break right now, so you tuned in. Wicked, man. Don't forget to stick a like on it first, bro. I just read out a few of the deals that are happening at the minute, and I'm trying to get some Arsenal fans on here telling me what they think is going to happen. So, what do you think is going to happen? Nice one, bro. Thank you very much. What do you think is going to happen today? Have you heard the news about Marcus Rashford going to Villa? Marco Asensio, like they've been talks of loaning him as well from PSG. Do you think? I think you don't think we're going to sign no one. Yeah, it is. It does sound disappointing, but I'm just because we put in a bid for Ollie Watkins earlier on in the week or last week. I'm just thinking that we might go in for a second bid because they got Rashford and they're looking at Asensio as well. Villa is able. Yeah, Villa's got some pull power, but they've done something with Rashford. But I think Rashford just wanted out of Man United. I think he would have gone to almost any other sort of top 6 Premier League club, top 8 Premier League club. But Villa have got to pay like 75% of his wages. Now, I'm not sure what he's on, but I think he's on around 300 grand a week. So that's like 2.25. That's 225 grand a week they'd have to pay. I think it works out about that 75%. It works out, yeah. 75% is about that. I think. I'd want a European player. Don't think you'll get a big name. I'm doubtful of Gyökeres. Yeah, Gyökeres. I would love Gyökeres, man. Hype. Not gonna lie, he wasn't going in at Brighton. He wasn't doing it at Brighton. Look at. Almiron is struggling adapting to the Premier League. Yeah, he didn't do well at Brighton, really. He went on loan to Coventry. He didn't do bad at Coventry there. I think Swansea as well, he had a loan spell out. But he's absolutely smashing it out there. He's getting the service, and he's at Coventry, at Brighton, at the time. Brighton weren't great at the time themselves. So, and at Coventry and Swansea, they weren't getting the service. He's getting the service at Sporting Lisbon. If he comes into our team, don't you think he's going to get the service? All them goals, all them chances that Kai Havertz missed over the last few games, last 6, 7, 8 games, Gyökeres or proper, even Sesko, like you said there, they would bury them chances, bro. They would bury them chances. NGL, not going to lie. They'd bury them, mate. Either of them two. And I think, if we're going to kick on, that's the other defender Tottenham Hotspur was interested in, Axel Diazy from Chelsea. But they was trying to sign Gui, weren't they? Was it Gui from Palace? They was trying to sign him. But Palace have rejected. I think they offered something like 50 million for him. Alvarez, the ex-City striker. Where did he go? Alvarez? I don't even know why they sold him. He might have not have been settling in England. But where did he? I think he went abroad, didn't he? Where did he? I can't remember where he went. Atletico Madrid. Yeah, no, so if he's there now, Simeone's not going to... They've only just bought him and all, haven't they? I think how long has he been there? Did he go there in the summer? Or was it last January? It might have been last January, you know. I can't remember. Yeah, was it last January? Yeah. So he's only been there a year. So, I mean, or if it was a summer. No, or was it summer? Summer 24. So he's been there 6 months then. He's not going to come back. Suspected spam calls. Why am I getting these calls all the time? Fucking hell, man. What about Mamouche? Yeah, Mamouche, we didn't do much yesterday. I think he didn't do much yesterday. Did he have a shot? I think, was it his shot that Raya saved? I think it was his shot that Raya saved. Outstanding save from Raya, weren't there, yesterday? Fucking standing, man. Arsenal are pally with them Spaniard. What Spaniard? Are you talking about Atletico? What does that mean? What does what mean? Oh, can you see that? Pally with them Spaniard. I think you might be talking about Atletico Madrid. Yeah. Are we pally with them? I've not seen no evidence of that. We got Thomas Partey from there, didn't we? I see. Well, do you think we should give him a new deal? There's a question for you guys out there. DXR, PA. You're obviously an Arsenal fan. Are you? I better make sure. Or did you tell me you supported someone else? Yes, you are. All right. Do you think we should give Thomas Partey a new deal? DXR, AFC Always. He was immense last night. The last few games he's played in his proper position. You think, yes, I'll do it. No, I think just give him another year at least, innit? Give him another year. See, because Jorginho's he's in talks of signing a pre-contract with Flamengo, going back to Brazil, because they're both in their last 6 months, Jorginho and Partey. So I'd give Partey the new deal. Apparently we're going to get Zubimendi in the summer from Real Sociedad, the player we should have got instead of Mikel Moreno. I'd bin him, Mikel Moreno. I'd bin him in the summer. That was a dud. That was a no-go signing for me. Yeah, give him a 1 year PXR. He was statistically the best player last night. I thought Miles Lewis-Skelly was fucking brilliant last night. Brilliant. I loved the mocking of Ireland's celebration as well. It just shows you, didn't it? Just shows you, bro. Just shows you that he's not worried. They're saying the signing of the window, just come up on Sky Sports, was Omar Mamouche. You've only just mentioned him. Skelly mocking it. Wasn't it great, man? Ireland's father hit back at Arsenal. Yeah, because we ain't won nothing for a few years. All right, talk to Roy Keane. Talk to Roy Keane, Alf. That's what I would say to him. Go and have a chat with Roy Keane. That's disgusting, really. He did ruin his career. Saying that you don't win shit. Yeah. Not in Man City till they got the money, Abu Dhabi money. They didn't win fuck all. They was dead. When Ireland played, when the dad played for City, Alf Inge Haaland, City were dead, mate. They was shit. You can see it on his face. Ireland's father is proper arrogant. Yeah, so's Ireland, though. That bit him in the arse, didn't it, man? Greetings from Bolivia, friends Enrique. Greetings to you too, sir. Are you an Arsenal fan? If you're an Arsenal fan, stick a like on the content for me, bro. If you ain't got to. Or if you want to, you can. If you support someone else. Who's your team? Do you like a team in the Premier League? Huge Arsenal fan. Go on, my boy. Go on. Did we play well yesterday? Did you watch the game, friends? Did you watch the game? Henderson, ex-Liverpool, ex-players. Henderson, Liverpool ex-players. Dad is proper humble, isn't it? Remember when Liverpool won the Champions League? ITV done an interview with him. I don't, as it happens. I don't remember that. I remember Liverpool winning the Champions League, but I don't remember the interview with his dad. I don't remember it, mate. We nailed it, bro. Best team in the world. They were the best team in the world, and they've been the best team in the world for a long time. Since Pep's been there. Since Pep's been there, they have been. Don't forget they've won. How long's Pep been there? Has he been there 8 years or something? They've won 6 titles. Won 6 titles, Champions League. They've done the 4P. They've done the treble. They're an unbelievable team, mate. I think Pep always does well with a club that's got the money, doesn't he? The Barcelona, the Bayern Munich. He does well with the resources. He needs to know now that they sort of fell off, and this is a big test for Pep Guardiola, mate. A massive test for him. Can he get him back in it? Henderson crashed out in an interview recently. Henderson crashed out, and then what do you mean crashed out? What, fell asleep? Ajax transfer, failed move. Oh, that was it, yeah. Because he said he wanted to move, didn't he? And then he changed his mind. Partey is world class, yeah, man. Partey, he was world class last night. This is why you don't play him at right back, innit? You don't play him at right back because that's when you put him in that midfield. You put him in that midfield, you can see him alongside Declan Rice in that midfield. He's bop, innit? It's wicked, bro. It's wicked. We've got to keep that pairing together. Bringing in Zubimendi in the summer as well was going to reinforce that even further. I would bin Zinchenko. There was talk of him leaving this window. There was talk of him leaving. Jorginho, swap Havertz, Napoli, and get Osimhen. Well, I think Zinchenko's in his last 6 months as well. Jorginho's in his last 6 months. I would swap Havertz for Osimhen in an heartbeat, bro. I would. If it was that easy. Yeah. Laugh my arse off. Declan bullied on everyone. Really soft. He is developing, isn't he? He's developing into that 8th position. We all said last season how immense he was in the 6. He was. But he's playing the 8 now. He's playing Xhaka's old role. And he's growing into it. It's taking a little bit of time. But I think he's growing into it. He's doing so well. And he got man of the match last night. My man of the match was Lewis Skelly. Just for not only just on his performance, but the mocking of Haaland just swung it for me, man. Swung it for me. I thought it was amazing. I honestly think Arsenal treats their players soft as hell, like the corporate structure. No pressure on strikers to perform. Sterling has not been great. Honestly, he's been shit. Get your hands off Gui. We're not after him. Spurs were, Kev. Spurs were after him, weren't they? Did you see that? Franz Enrique, what does Cockney mean? Cockney means you're from East London. The East End of London. You must have heard of the Cockney rhyming slang, things like that in history. It's just what we call people from the East End of London, and that's why I'm the Cockney Gooner. That would be a great deal. Havertz for Osimhen, swap deal. That would never happen. Havertz is not a finisher, is he? We all know that. I know he scored last night, but he scored the goal when we didn't need the goal. There was no pressure. We didn't need it. If it's a goal that we need to get a winner or to get an equaliser or to go 2-0 up, because he missed that chance to go 2-0 up as well. 2-0 up would have been a different scenario in that second half. I think I'm glad, to a certain extent, I'm glad we didn't score that second. He didn't score that first attempt and put us 2-0 up, because the second half would have been a different game. I think we would have sat back a lot more. And we was sitting back. We was sitting back on a 1-0 until Ireland equalised. He's not going anywhere, mate. I think he's going to be staying where he is at the minute, because it come up on there that Matthias Tell, Arsenal have ended talks. Man United have ended talks. The Chelsea was involved, but there wasn't no merit to that. But I don't think we should be signing Matthias Tell yet. If we're going to go for him, make that a summer move because he's a young and he's a prospect. He's not a game changer for us. So we need game changers this window. We need a game changer. We need a player that can go into the Arsenal team and make a difference straight away. And he's not going to be. He's not that player yet. He's a bit raw. He's a bit young. I know we've got Skelly, 18, Mwenyeri, 17 in the team, but they've been with us for a long time, so they know. He's going to come into the team. He's going to take time. He's not a player that can come in and hit the ground running, is what we need. Is anybody coming? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I like to think so, friends. I like to think so. Listen, if you're in the chat and you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out immensely. Keeps me interested in doing this content, and it also helps the reach. So it reaches out to YouTube. Will send it out to other viewers, so I get more views and stuff as well, which has really helped me. Why would Matthias Tell leave Bayern if he's living it up in Germany? Because he's not playing DXR. He's not getting a game, and he's getting frustrated with not playing. You think DXR friends? DXR saying nobody's coming, mate. He's not confident. Skelly and Mwenyeri is going to get used now by Arteta. I hope Arteta don't burn them out. They're young, mate. How can you burn them out? We know we was talking about Saka being, but Saka, you know, Saka, they're young players. They can play. Mate, I know players that are young, because I coach kids teams as well. I know players that are young that play twice, 3 times a week, easy. You know, the reason why Saka was being overplayed, because we had no one to replace him. We had no one to like sub him off for, really. No one that he trusted. So, and then he gets rid of Emil Smith-Rowe and Reece Nelson, which I thought was a very strange decision. And Saka's injury now as well. Don't forget, he's had the shit kicked out of him for the last 3 seasons. He's been doubled up on and had the shit kicked out of him, and he's come through all that. It's only this year that he's done his hamstring. He's made of robust stuff. He's a strong lad. Just a bit worried he's not going to be the same player, because when Michael Owen had the same injury, grade 3 hamstring, he come back and he wasn't the same player. He wasn't as fast. He wasn't as deadly. And I'm a little bit worried about that. Pressure to perform, I'm trying to say, like high expectations. They haven't got. I don't think we can put that sort of pressure on them. You're right, actually. I don't want to see them being pressured at high expectations. I just want them to play football. Just be natural. There's no pressure on you. There is absolutely no. Look at how natural Skelly is in that left back. He's a midfield player, and he naturally inverts anyway, because he's a midfielder, and it's been perfect. He was picking the ball up and running with it. He was doing really, really well in that midfield, inverting from left back as well. He can defend, he can track back, he can score. I think he's a brilliant player. Mwenyeri comes on the bench, within 5 minutes he gets the fucking 5th goal. Unbelievable. They say that he's out of a textbook Saka-esque, but you know, he's his own man, he's his own player. To compare him to Saka, I can compare him to Mo Salah with that goal, mate. That was amazing. He is a generational talent along with Skelly, and we've got him. But the problem I've got with Arteta is he let a player like Emil Smith-Rowe go. Can you imagine if he was here as well? If we kept hold of Emil Smith-Rowe, look how good he was. Look how good he was 2 years ago. The last 2 years, he's not been as injured as what has been pretended, because he was on the bench for most of last year, and he wasn't getting in the team for whatever reason. I don't know. It's so frustrating. Frustrated the life out of me, to be honest. I love him. I think he's a brilliant player, and he's doing all right at Fulham. But with the team that we've got now, with that team around him, he's going to excel. The same as Mwenyeri, the same as Skelly. The team around him, that's what's important. This is why I think a player like Gyökeres, you're saying, someone in the chat said he weren't that good at Coventry, Brighton, but you got to have the team around you. He didn't have the team, and in Sporting, he's got the team around him, and he's banging them in and assisting for fun. Watching Haaland getting mocked was nearly as good as watching Palace win. Yeah, wasn't it good? Did you enjoy that, Kevin? It was amazing. It was amazing. And do you know what I've seen on Talk Sport? Jeff Sterling's pissed me off. I used to like Jeff Sterling on Sky Sports. On that show, I mean, I didn't hear him say it personally, but I've seen on Twitter or somewhere I see it that on that show, they was popping Gabriel Magalhaes for when he run past Erling Haaland and turned back and sort of mocked him, laughed at him a little bit and run off. They're slagging him off for it. But it was all right at the Etihad in September when they get their equaliser, Man City. Erling Haaland picks the ball up at the back of the net and pings it at the back of Gabriel's head. That's all right. I think it's all right. I like that. I thought, yeah, a bit of rivalry. I thought, yeah, that's good. That means he's getting up his nose. He's getting frustrated. But they was mocking. They was having a pop at Gabriel for just laughing at Ireland. But Ireland can do that to Gabriel without getting anything said against him. Double standards there as well, mate. It just shows you how much people hate Arsenal, doesn't it? Just so everyone thinks we're mad. All neutral fans think the Arsenal fan base is fucking crazy, and we're seeing things. We're not seeing things, man. We're just seeing things as they are, and we're seeing absolute, an absolute rebellion against Arsenal. Good, I love it though. Anyway, fuck them. I don't care what they think. If you hate Arsenal, well, that means we're getting on your nerves, getting up people's noses, and because we're getting I wouldn't say successful, but the progression has been the last 2 years. It's annoying people, and that's good. That's good. I'm just worried that Arteta can't get us over the line. I'm just worried he can't. I just think he's done. I think he's took us as far as he can, and I know people might think other fans. There's some fans that are proper involved and committed to Arteta, but I just don't think he just can get us just that little step further. I don't think he can do it. I'm just watching. They're showing some replays of the game last night now. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, Martinelli's also had a goal to Salah, didn't he? So it could have actually been 6. Could have actually been 6. PA, yeah, a bit of passion players. Yeah, you want to see that. Do you remember back in the days with Vieira and Roy Keane? Things like that. There was players, what's his name? Robbie Savage. He had that bit about him, didn't he? Bit of a bullshit player, a bit of a dark arts player. Robbie Savage was one of the best at it. Stepping on players' toes and pinching them and shit. Yeah, he was really good at that. Tim Sherwood is on there now. He was another one. He's the same. Same bit of niggle. That's gone out of the game. There's too many prima donnas in the game there. Too many fucking baby. Oh, ref. And two like that, ain't they? Building for 2 years. Lift is going to be going to the penthouse. Do you think so? It's been 5 years, bro. It's been 5 years he's been there. It was 5 years in December that Arteta's been at Arsenal. Was it 5 or 6? I think it's 5. 5 years in December that Arteta's been at the club. So it's not been 2 years. It's been 5, bro. And the first 2 seasons, or first 3 seasons, we finished, in his first season, we finished 8th. Then it was 8th again. Then it was 5th. And then it was 2nd and 2nd. So he's 4.5. This is his fourth full season. Hang on. The first season he was there for half of it when because he came in December. And then he finished 8th. So 8th, 5th, 2nd. So this is his... Hang on. 8th, 5th, 2nd. This is his 5th full season in charge. So 5.5 years then. 5.5 years he's been here. And if you don't win it this year, I think is it time to move him on? If we don't win the league this year, would you move or anything? If we finish runners up and win the Champions League, then yeah, then I'd say all right, give him another go. But I mean, if we win nothing this year and finish runners up, for me, I think it's time to look elsewhere and give someone else 200 million in the summer to make changes and to strengthen the squad. I don't know if I would trust Arteta if we come out, if we strike a blank again this year. Is it is it worth giving him another chance, another year? I know he signed a new deal, another 2 years, but I'm not so sure that I would. If we don't win nothing, I think it's time to move him on. I don't want to sound entitled or anything, but we need to get there. We need to. This is a perfect chance for us. Perfect chance for us to win the league, and Man City falling off, and then what we got Liverpool having a resurgence under Slot, his first year in the Premier League, and look what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, you say who you're going to get, what manager do you want? Liverpool fan Slot, I'd never heard of him. I'd never heard of him before Liverpool signed him. PA, since Rice keeping the centre backs holding middle field players, bring Nelly, CF, centre forward. Okay. Martinelli centre forward. Yeah. Look, if you saw my preview, go on my channel. Yeah. Look at the preview I did on the Man City game, and I said that I dropped Havertz and put Martinelli up front. I dropped Odegaard as well from that team. Just shit luck with injuries for Gooners. It happens. Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. But we still need that centre forward, Kev. We still need it. Listen, I'd take Mateta. I'd take Mateta, and he got 2 again yesterday, didn't he? Was it yesterday or Saturday? He got 2. I'd take him. I'd take him off of you. I'd say go and get Philippe Mateta. Is it Philippe? Go and sign him, man. He's a decent player. He's a finisher. He's a striker. It's exactly what we need. How about if we swap him for Havertz? How about if we swap him for Havertz? Would you take Havertz and give us Mateta? Would you do that, Kev? If you was in charge, would you agree to that deal? Let's have another look over here. Let's see if anything's happening. These are readers, by the way, reading glasses. That's why I keep taking them off and putting them on, because I can't see over there with them on. Without them I can, and I can't see here properly without them, but I can with them. Right, so no, this going into Borussia Dortmund. This is done. Deals coming up. I was saying League Two now. Who's Marcus Edwards? Burnley have signed him on loan from Sporting. Is he? I don't even know what position he plays. Stephen, how you doing? Mate, sweeper keeper, 1252 formula. I don't get that one, mate. I don't get that one. Yep. It's not telling us how much that deal was, Kev, but Crystal Palace rejected the offer for Gui from Tottenham. Oh, there's an option to buy in that deal for Marcus Rashford, by the way. Right, so it's 75% of Rashford's wages could go up to 90% depending on Villa's performances. That's strange. So that's why it was. That's weird, isn't it? They're putting all these things in the contracts, all these conditions. It's mad what they do nowadays, bro. That's a mad one, that. Man United are interested in Leon Bailey. Close to agreeing a deal for Marco Asensio, Villarreal. Close now. I know they was interested in him, but now they're saying it's close. That could be good. I can't believe this with Man City. There's Nico Gonzalez. I've never heard of him, but he's a Porto midfielder. How are they still signing players? It's a fucking joke, mate. It's an absolute joke. And we're just sitting here, with our hands in our pockets. What is going on? Nkunku staying at Chelsea. Bayern Munich and Man United were interested in him. Carlos Alcaraz, Flamingo midfielder, is having a medical at Everton. Was that 2015? Fucking hell. Do you remember when Tim Sherwood was manager of Aston Villa? 10 years ago. 2015. Fucking hell, I remember that like it was yesterday. The last two rejects. What last? Eddie and Nketiah. Who was the other one then? Who was the other reject? Kev, I can't remember. Let me think. Who's the other reject? Oh, I can't remember. I don't know, man. I can't think of it. Well, anyway, listen. I'm gonna get off there. I'll come back about 3 o'clock. I'll do another little one of these about 3 o'clock. See what else is happening, and obviously tonight on the podcast. Yeah, the podcast is 9:30 tonight. No, not sorry, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. tonight. The podcast, the last 2 hours of the transfer window. Holding. Oh yeah, yeah. Kev, I'll be back. I might come back about 3. If not, I'm doing it. I'm doing a podcast with Anthony and Scott maybe 9 p.m. tonight, guys. All right. So I'll see you there.